In the 1970s, the world seemed to open like a window thrown wide after a long winter. There was a new air, an energy that moved through the streets, the homes, the radios, even the courtyards where children played. Everything felt like it was moving towards something different, as if society had finally decided to breathe more deeply. And in cities like Paris, among elegant boulevards and lively cafes, that feeling became even more visible, almost tangible. Fashion was not just a way of dressing. It was a language, a way of saying I am here, and I want to live in color. Homes were filled with fabrics, scraps, buttons, and colored threads. Sewing machines ran fast, and the sound of the pedal felt like a heartbeat accompanying daily life. In those years, many clothes were not bought. They were created. Hands turned fabric into identity, into desires, into dreams. It was a time when domestic creativity had immense value, and every garment told a story. Even in Paris, behind elegant shop windows and inside small ateliers hidden in its livelier neighborhoods, the same magic could be felt. Fashion was born from hands before it ever reached the runway. Girls wore those long, flowing layered skirts that seemed made to move with the wind. They called them gypsy skirts, and they carried something both wild and poetic. They did not simply cover. They told stories of freedom, of movement, of a way of walking that felt almost like dancing. When the wind touched them, they opened like flowers. And in the streets of Paris, among glowing shop windows and busy sidewalks, those skirts seemed to belong to the city itself, as if Paris moved along with them. There was still a trace of the hippie spirit in the air. Not the one of great revolutions, but the everyday, domestic one. The desire to be yourself, to mix colors, to not be afraid of being too much. No one was too much in the 1970s. If anything, no one was ever enough. In Paris, that spirit met elegance, creating something unique. Freedom and refinement existing side by side. And then there they were. Bell-bottom trousers. High-waisted, long, soft, falling almost over the shoes. Everyone wore them. Boys and girls alike. They were a democratic piece of clothing, a symbol of a time that wanted to widen horizons. Along the Seine or sitting at cafe tables, they followed every movement with a natural, almost theatrical grace. With a pair of clogs or platform shoes, you felt taller, more confident, more daring. Men, for the first time, embraced color. Floral shirts were everywhere. It was a new way of being a man. Less rigid, less restrained. And from Paris, with designers like Yves Saint Laurent, that transformation became visible even in high fashion. Color entered elegance, and elegance became freer. Saturday afternoon streets were a small theater. Young people prepared for the evening, shop windows lit up, stores displayed high-waisted jeans, wide belts, printed shirts, soft leather jackets. In Paris, this theater had elegant streets and warm lights as its backdrop, where every passerby seemed part of a scene. And then the scents. Patchouli, sandalwood, musk. Every person carried a different fragrance, and together they created a symphony that no longer exists today. Music was everywhere. Radios played songs that we now consider legendary. It was a golden time. Rock, pop, singer-songwriters, ballads about love, freedom, and roads yet to be traveled. Even in Parisian venues, among soft lights and endless conversations, music became a way of being together, of recognizing one another. And then came Pink Floyd. Their music seemed to come from another planet. It was not meant to be hummed. It was meant to be lived. Even in the nights of Paris, those long, suspended sounds seemed to stretch time itself. Fashion changed under that influence too. More fluid, more free, almost dreamlike. People walked more slowly, as if they had learned to enjoy time. Along the Seine, in cafes, in squares, people talked, laughed, and debated. There was no rush like today. There was a sense of trust in tomorrow, a feeling that anything was possible. Families gathered more often. They had dinner together, they talked, they listened to the radio. Even in small Parisian apartments, life was made of sharing and presence. Television brought people together, not apart. And while all of this happened outside, inside homes people sewed, listened to the radio, prepared outfits for evenings, for parties, for first dates. Every garment had meaning. Every color was a choice. It was a time of experimentation. Styles, cultures, and influences blended together. A little folk, a little hippie, a little glam, a little rock. Paris was one of the places where all of this took shape most clearly. A living laboratory where tradition and change met. When we think back to those years, we remember streets full of color, laughter, slow afternoons, evenings where simple radio was enough to feel happy. And along with all this, we remember Paris. The lights, the shop windows, the elegant silhouettes crossing the city as if in a film. And maybe, by telling that fashion, that music, those colors today, we can bring a bit of that magic back to life. Because the 1970s are not just a memory. They are a way of looking at life. An invitation not to be afraid of color, movement, and freedom. An invitation to breathe more deeply, just as the world once did. And if, even for a moment, you found yourself in these images, in these sounds, in these atmospheres, tell me. Write in the comments where you are watching from and what stayed with you from those years. And if you love these atmospheres, keep following French Memories. Because some memories never truly fade. They simply find new ways to be told.